Sometimes a meal can transport you back in time to fond memories of sitting around a dinner table with family eating mom's famous casserole. Well, our next chef calls those nostalgic dishes heirloom meals, and today she wants you to take a walk down food memory lane. Joining me now is culinary artist Carole Murko. Welcome to the show. What a fun idea, because I think everybody can relate to these dishes.
Well, I have to say that it's really been a passion project for me because it's about the palpable emotional connection that we have to those family recipes and food memories.
That's right.
You know, it's like, and particularly this time of year, it's like, don't we just get nostalgic about, oh, wow.
And it might not even be that good, but if your mom made it and it reminds you of the holidays, you probably still look forward to it.
Well, it's really funny because I do have a small radio show, and when I interview some people, sometimes they're like, I can't remember, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I do remember.
Comes right back to you. All right, well, this is one of those dishes that you said your grandmother used to make, right?
Oh, yeah. So this is a potato and turnip gratin. And so gratin, I never knew what it meant when I was little, right? It was just like, you know, okay, we're having that. And then finally, it's really shavings. And so what she uses as shavings are the onions and the garlic.
Oh, okay.
And so, and what I've done here is I'm cheating a little bit because I'm using a mandolin, which is this great.
That's probably allowed, rather than chopping potatoes.
But my grandmother used to have the dexterity with her knife to like slice them, you know, as thin as this, and the patience.
Yeah, that doesn't happen nowadays.
So, so what I've done already is I've sliced up some of the potatoes, and if we want, we could. It's such a simple dish.
Yeah. How many potatoes did you cut up there?
I started about around 6.
Okay.
So we basically just, I feel like I'm dealing cards, right? So you just like kind of, you don't shuffle the deck, so to speak, but and the whiter ones are the turnips.
Ah.
And so I've got a blend of the turnips and the potatoes, and a lot of people don't like turnips.
If you sneak it in here and have enough cheese on it, it's probably going to be okay, right?
Nobody gets it. So meanwhile, you know, while I'm doing this, I've got about 2 cups of heavy cream, and this is not dietetic.
No, that's okay. These dishes typically aren't, right?
It's heavy cream, half and half, shallots, garlic, and thyme in there. And so
there is no cheese in here, but it kind of creates a cheesy, gooey texture, right?
You know, what is cheese made out of?
Well,
milk,
cream,
half and half. I mean, so it really does kind of do that whole thing. So as I'm shuffling out here.
Are these turnips too?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? And this is, look how beautiful this is.
It is lovely.
And, you know, and I have to confess, like, I didn't know there were turnips in here when I was a little kid. And so when I learned that there were turnips, you almost want to turn your nose up to it, but it's so good.
That you eat them anyway, right?
Yeah. So,
how many people is this going to serve? Probably a lot. Like
this will serve, I'd say, 6 to 8 people as a healthy side.
Side dish, okay.
Yeah, and you know what's really great? I have to say, I even use it. And we know we're talking about Thanksgiving, but you know what? It's really nice with
Tell us.
Ham.
Oh, I bet it is. That's probably a great combination. I could see that.
So we've got it all lined out here, and then basically we just pour this over the top.
Okay.
Whoa.
And the oven preheated?
The oven is preheated, and can you see all the garlic and the
gratin?
Right. So
there it is.
In a lot of traditional gratin recipes, they'll put breadcrumbs or shavings of cheese, and so this goes in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, around 350, 375. It gets all bubbly and gooey, and you'll see when it's done, when we pull it out later, that it's going to be a tough act to clean.
That's okay. It gets so great. I'm sure it's worth it. What's your radio show all about?
Same thing. I interview somebody each week for about a half hour, and we walk down food memory lane together. And so tell me about your best food memory from growing up.
It's probably pastina that my grandma would make. Whether we were sick or not, we would always have it. We would always look forward forward to it. So, and her meatballs were pretty good.
Yeah. So there you have it. I mean, it is what it is. And I had to say, when you mentioned pastina, it took me somewhere because I too, like when we were sick, that little pastina, you could.
It's hard to replicate. I mean, my mom has come close, but she hasn't quite done it yet.
Isn't it amazing?
It's true.
Yeah.
But you also have a newsletter, right, that we could subscribe to?
Yes, yes. If you go on my website, which is heirloommeals.com, you know, right on the homepage, you could sign up, and for the whole month of November, I'm offering up a whole little ebook of Thanksgiving recipes.
I love that. Well, Carole, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. We're going to dig in at the end of the show and try it out.
Excellent. I can't wait for you to taste it.